Hello and welcome to Gladys Cake Kitchen. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how to make this realistic roast turkey cake, which is the second part of the raw turkey cake cut from a heap of messy scrap cake. This roast turkey is 100% cake with some extra additions also made from cake. If you watch till the end of this video, I have a surprise for you. So if you would like to see this surprise plus how this realistic raw looking turkey cake transformed itself into a whole Christmas turkey feast garnished with some extra edible additions, please keep watching. The turkey cake had already been made, basted and left to set, so naturally I began by painting some food coloring mixed with some alcohol into parts of the turkey. For the base layer of the coloring, I used the Pro Gel cream color in a tube, which I combined with some liquid red food coloring from Tesco. The end result of this roast turkey depends on how meticulous the layers of colors and various textures are applied to the cake. After the base layer, I followed up with some sugar flare dark brown, which has a sort of black hue to the finish. Notice for most part of the painting, I was dabbing and stippling the colors onto the cake with a small brush instead of painting broad strokes of colors with a larger brush. This technique helped me achieve the different tones and textures I was looking for. The sheen is gained from a coating of sugar syrup brushed onto the cake and left to sit for the color to set before the next step. The cake was returned after a layer of sugar glaze, and I sprinkled some sugar on the turkey, which was then painted to add a layer of texture onto the turkey. When a turkey is seasoned and oven roasted, it reveals a patchy and even texture which can vary from how well done or overdone the turkey bakes. For a Ghanaian like myself, I would normally smother my turkey with coatings of seasoning and roast the turkey to reveal an overdone, darker textured, crispy skin. With this cake, I was simply looking to achieve a roast turkey with the skin texture of a barbecued turkey. With that in mind, I stippled the darker brown coloring with a dry brush onto the cake, aiming for different parts. The combination of the coloring and the glaze will paint the sugar and allow it to crystallize on the skin after it had been left to set. This replicates the burnt seasoning on the roast turkey as explained earlier. Another thing I did was add some rice paper that I had fried in a dried pan to replicate the crispy skin on the turkey. I dabbed some coloring onto the rice paper to blend this into the rest of the turkey. The rice paper itself does not absorb coloring, so I was looking to blend the parts of the lines where the rice paper was attached. While off camera, I burned some wafer paper into ashes and sprinkled these on the skin to add texture. If this was a turkey to eat, I would have replicated some aspects of the skin using a blowtorch, but the techniques used here are great for experimenting. Turkey roasted, it's time to make the roast potatoes. The roast potatoes were made from scrap cake wrapped in marzipan, which were then painted with layers of food coloring. I started by molding and shaping the cake pop mix, which I formed into different sizes, aiming for the cake mix to hold shape. I then rolled out some marzipan to wrap around the cake mix and cut off any excess. The balls were then shaped into the look of potatoes. Potatoes, when peeled and roasted, are very uneven and can have different textures. So any imperfections on these potatoes are intentional to add depth and texture. The potatoes were then painted in layers of food coloring until I achieved the desired result. With the potatoes done, I crushed some cupcakes dried out in the oven to make them crispy. These were broken into pieces and mixed into some food coloring, making them into different colors of green, red and grey. These are all then mixed together. I threw in some raisins and chopped fruit and mixed all this together to form some stuffing. The rest of the raisins were rolled into a ball by adding some buttercream to bind and tossed in with some of the dry stuffing. The stuffing is left to set whilst I get on with the vegetables as additional elements before assembling our roast turkey dinner. The turkey was returned to be glazed a final time, and now we're off to assembling our roast turkey dinner. First, a tray is lined with some green lettuce and the turkey transferred onto the bed of lettuce. The potatoes and stuffing are added sparingly. I garnished with some pomegranates, orange slices and fresh rosemary. The broccoli and cauliflower are short-bought, even though I initially attempted to make them from fondant. I realized I had to save time, especially as this cake was not going to be eaten. And here is the look of our turkey all done and presented. Now let's set up our dinner table and serve up some roast turkey. And by the way, this roast turkey tells you what my Christmas dinner table is likely to look like. What's yours? Any traditions you would like to share? Leave that in the comment below. The raw turkey made in a previous video is right here on this card for you to check out. But in case you just want to level up your basic cake making skills, check this beginner friendly playlist here for more videos. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.